Hello, it's Amy Williams here. We are here on the You Perform channel, and today we've got Arron, our fitness expert for You Perform and founder of Toniq Gym in Bath. So Arron, fitness, PT expert, you've got your own gym. Tell us how on earth that journey kind of started. Where did it begin?
So I think I was always good at sport. Always enjoyed it, but I was never quite good enough to make it to any kind of professional level. So I think, well, what do you do with that? Well, obviously you want to stay in the fitness industry and do something with that. So I actually had a space at university to study sports science. But I knew that probably wasn't for me. I was never the best at studying anyway. So a friend of our family, he owned a company that trained personal trainers, and he said, look, come give it a try, do the course. If you don't enjoy it, then you can go to university in September. So in the summer, about 15 years ago now, I did his course, and I haven't looked back since. Met loads of people on the course who'd already been to university, and then had to do a PT course to enable them to be able to teach that. So yeah, that's how I kind of started my fitness journey about 15 years ago. And yeah, I've loved it ever since. I haven't looked back.
So I guess from that, you now have this incredible gym in Bath, which I have to say, I've never stepped foot in, but I've seen you. It's very unique. It's different. It's, for starters, it's dark. You have neon lights. It's a little bit nightclubby. Why do that kind of different style?
I've been to lots of different gyms over the years. I've seen lots of different trends, lots of things happening in the industry. And I spent a lot of time traveling, trying to learn what's going on in the world. And it seems that the trend is to find a nice dark space that people can work out in, where they don't feel self-conscious, where they can kind of let loose a little bit, maybe with the fun music, the dark lights. It feels a bit like a nightclub. You get a different energy, and people really enjoy working out in that environment. I think maybe they get a little bit more out of it as well. We all like going to nightclubs. We all like having a good time. It's kind of bringing that energy of that into the daily life. So life is quite stressful as it is. People are quite busy, so it's a chance just to let go. People don't get to go out that much. You've got a child yourself. You don't get to go out a huge amount anymore. So, people coming to the gym in the daytime, they get to really kind of still get a little bit of that vibe in the community and the social aspect of what we're doing. Yeah,
community does seem to be a massive thing in your gym. What kind of clients then rock up every day to do it? And are you there one-on-one every single day with clients, or how does that work day to day?
So the gym is a class-based gym. We do a bit of PT out there, but it's mainly classes. And we have a huge mixture of people obviously coming in at different times of the day. Some people before work, some people kind of in that mid-morning slot. And when we're working with them, there's normally a group of, at the moment with COVID, we're a group of 12, but up to 20 in a class is what we normally run. And then there's 2 instructors or personal trainers within that class. So we're keeping the quality of the sessions up, and we're really focusing on results and what people are getting out of that. So I'm not there necessarily one-to-one with people, but working with a big group at a time. It's a bit more effective for me to be working with lots of people, and it's more kind of enjoyable probably for people to be working out in a group. Maybe they can hide a little bit when they're not one-to-one. And so, yeah, they're enjoying the space, hopefully.
So outside of the gym, what's your kind of life, and do you work with, you're looking very tanned right now, and I know you've been abroad. You say you've got clients in Ibiza. You've got some secret people that you've been training hard for, like movies or something.
Can't speak about it all, but yeah, I've been lucky enough to work with a huge range of clients over the years. I've worked with quite a few famous actors and actresses, can't say the names, but I've helped them prepare for roles for films and things like that. So I've had clients who I've worked with intensively over maybe a 2 or 3 month period with kind of really effective transformations of their body and their kind of fitness and strength to fit the roles they're in. But then I've worked with people who are just out there to lose weight, people who are climbing mountains, people who are training. I've worked with a few athletes over the years as well. So yeah, a huge range. It's been great to be able to see so many different people and test my abilities over the years. And I've also learned a lot. When you get a new client, you do a bit more research, you study stuff, so it keeps you challenged and keeps it exciting.
Yeah, because you've sort of gone down a little bit more of that holistic approach, haven't you? That wholesome wellness and some different techniques. Tell us about that. It's very interesting.
So I am very much into Eastern medicine. As a personal trainer, I think going back 15 years ago, when you first get qualified, you're pretty much told that you want to work people as hard as you can to achieve results with them, right? So I take people in the gym, I give them a good butt kicking, and then they're going to get results. It's kind of that calories in, calories out thing, especially if they're looking for weight loss. So working with people like that, I was getting amazing results, but I wasn't always getting that last bit of belly fat gone, or people were starting to get a bit ill, or they were getting colds, or they were getting niggles. And, I realized that actually I was probably creating a bit of extra stress on their bodies. People have got busy lives, they've got families, they've got work, they don't necessarily eat the right foods, don't sleep enough, got a lot of stress. Coming to the gym to see me, I was probably creating more stress on them. And actually, that stress was probably building up throughout the day. They were probably at work thinking, I don't want to go to the gym tonight. I know it's going to hurt me. I know that it's going to put me through. I was creating anxiety for people all day long. That's a big stressor. And then people were just not coming to see me as well. They would cancel last minute. And I thought, they had other things going on, but it was just me, actually. I was overworking them and doing the wrong thing. So once I learned a bit more about Eastern medicine, about breath work, about moving meditations, about working on the internals of the body, improving digestion, improving sleep, improving the way the body functioned, I was getting much better results with people. People enjoyed coming to the gym more and seeing me more. And I now have a waiting list for clients who want to see me for that style of training that I do. If you've turned up to the gym some days and you're really not up for it, there's no point in me going to, I'm going to make you do those squats, because you're actually likely to get an injury if you're not fully focused on that. So with my clients, if they come to me and they say, I'm just knackered today, I really can't do it, we'll spend 15 to 20 minutes doing something called Qigong, moving meditations, a bit like Tai Chi. That will just get them back into their body. It will start to re-energize them, and then they'll go, actually, I'm ready for those squats now, I can do it, and I get a lot more out of clients that way. Some days, if people are knackered, I don't want to push them hard. I maybe just want to do a Qigong session, so it's nurturing them and repairing and recovering their internals and making them feel better, so that then the next day they've got more energy, and therefore they're going to be more active in their life, and that knock-on effect. So I've studied Eastern medicine for 8 or 9 years. When I first became a personal trainer, I also did a course in sports massage. And I thought that was kind of really valuable. So I could keep clients coming to see me. If I did injure them, or if they injured themselves, I could then keep them come to see me with a nice massage. It kind of worked quite well, but I had a real connection to the body from doing that. And I studied something called Toniq, which is Chinese acupressure and massage. So instead of needling the acupuncture points, you just massage over them and do pressure point work like that. And that was amazingly effective. And on that course, they taught me this Qigong technique. So you do these movements and a bit of breath work to boost your energy. So when you're healing someone, you don't take on their negative energy. It helps to protect you so you don't get ill from them effectively. And I thought I've learned these like 3 or 4 moves. I've been a personal trainer for like 10 years, and I've learned these 3 or 4 moves that make me feel amazing really quickly. And it was that simple. And I'm like, okay, well, there's maybe something a little bit more in this.
Yeah.
I was in Thailand. I was in a Chinese medicine retreat in the north of Thailand. And every morning we did Qigong for about an hour and a half, and we did hikes up to this amazing lake in the mountains, did some Qigong. I was like, okay, this has really got me now. So I found an instructor and I started studying it. I've been teaching it now for 8 years, and it's transformed the way I look after my clients, but also my business. I now teach it online. I see a huge number of people each week. In lockdown, it's gone mad, and I've seen probably in the last 12 weeks about 350 people over Zoom classes. And I think people need, and they have a want to do something that's a bit more internal, a bit more about them rather than what they look like on the outside. It's more about what they feel like on the inside. I think there's that kind of a bit more of an awakening in the world going on now.
Yeah,
and so my Eastern medicine is really shining through at the moment. And it's a bit of a niche, which makes me quite appealing, I think. So I'm working hard with that at the moment.
So are there any top 3 tips or top 5 tips that we could take away
Top
from
5
it?
tips for Qigong and Eastern medicine.
Yeah.
So I think, breath work is a massive thing, right? We all know in all kinds of walks of life, yoga and different practices, we all look at the breath. Most people don't breathe well. We breathe ineffectively. We breathe quite into our chest. So finding some breath work is really, really important. Qigong is moving meditations. So you're breathing and you're moving. So you're doing the breath work and then you're moving your body. Just get up and move. Do stuff that makes you feel good. Move every joint of your body daily. That's really, really important part of the Qigong practice. And in fact, the warm up for it is you literally go through every joint in your body and you warm it up and you take your focus internally. Be kind to yourself. On certain days, you don't want to go to the gym and smash it. Some days you need that, but other days when you're feeling tired, you're feeling weakened, just take it a bit easier on yourself and do a Qigong practice, or just go for a walk and do some breathing. And then also fueling yourself with the right stuff to make sure your organs are working well. Our internal body is reflected on the outside, right? So if we eat well, then we're going to be looking good on the outside and we're going to be glowing a bit. And sleep. I think I got to 5 there, like on the spot.
That's about 5, yeah.
Sleep is a massive thing, and through Qigong and the breath work that we do, one of the biggest changes for a lot of my clients have been like, my sleep's become amazing, I'm sleeping so much better. And if you're sleeping better, you wake up the next day, feel refreshed, your body's recovered and repaired, you want to move more, then you want to eat the right foods because you're in that positive mindset. And it's that, it's that ripple effect, it just knocks on to everything in life. So I think that was a good 5.
Okay, well, I mean, I think it's all fascinating. You're here with You Perform as their fitness expert. What have we got to look forward to in the next few weeks? Have you got any plans for us that we're going to be going through?
Okay, well, with the blog each week, I'm just trying to give a bit of advice on stuff that regularly pops up in the gym, right? When you're in the gym chatting to people, often you go and ask the biggest guy in the gym how to do this, because I want to be massive, how to do that. But he doesn't really know. He's not a qualified personal trainer. He just gives you a bit of advice, and then you ask someone else and they'll give you opposite advice. And it's like, okay, well, where do I actually go with this? And you go on the internet and you think there's just so much conflicting information out there. So I'm just trying to debunk a few myths, make it simple for people to make up their own mind about what they want to do. Most of the time it's down to personal preference and what you want to do, and what your goal is. So speaking to someone who doesning really know what they're on about might not be helping you, because you might be looking at their goal rather than what yours is. So hopefully simplifying a few things for people and putting some information out there people can actually understand.
Well, you know what? It sounds absolutely fascinating. So make sure you subscribe, hit the bell, and tune in to next week.